So I was thinking about the word integrity, and I was thinking about why some people have it and some people kind of lack it, and where that kind of comes from. And I was thinking about different situations that have happened in my life and in my career that caused me to kind of really understand what that word meant. And for example, I can remember when I was working for a plastic surgeon's office, and there was a 16-year-old girl who was sitting in front of my desk, and I had the position of selling plastic surgery to people. And the girl was very hesitant at 16 to get breast implants. And we talked and we discussed the manner of what was going to happen. And when that appointment was over, I personally didn't feel comfortable with pushing sales on this young girl because it's such a huge decision to make, and she wasn't sure, and it's a young, impressionable girl. This is a decision that you're going to have to live with for the rest of your life. I could see she was unsure about herself, and I questioned her reasoning why. I didn't feel comfortable with selling her something just to make money for the short term, for the here and now, when that's a decision that's going to impact somebody for the rest of their life. And that moment really stuck with me because who was I sitting in this chair doing this to people all day long for me to make $1? And it really hit me that maybe this wasn't the position for me, because that really was going against my morals and what I stood for in becoming a nurse to begin with. It wasn't for sales. It was really to advocate for people, to stand up for people, to let them be heard, and to support them. And that was going against everything that I signed up to be as a nurse to begin with. And afterwards, my boss really let me have it as to why did I let this person slip away and I didn't sell this person. And that was the beginning of the end of that career for me. So slowly, I started to find ways of why that particular career wasn't really for me, and I ended up leaving. And I can recall another incident where I was working at a very, very busy hospital, and I was extremely busy working. At the time, I was in nursing school, and I was having to do the blood pressures and vital signs and all that good stuff with probably, I had 25 patients I had to do every single day, every single shift. And one gentleman, he was laying in bed, and I'm doing his blood pressure, and he made me come lean over closer to him, and he was really sad, and he started to express his fear of dying. And we kind of had this moment where he was confiding in me about his fears, and we're having this moment, and I'm trying to console him. And at that very moment, my boss walks by and yells at me to hurry up. I have another patient to do, and everybody's waiting, and I have to do these vital signs. And that just really got under my skin. And this is not something that is go, 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 go. We're not in this. This is not what I signed up for healthcare to be. I'm here for the people. I'm here to do what's best for people, not for corporate America and for the administration. And again, these situations keep popping up and keep happening, and this became a pattern, and things started becoming this pattern where it sparked something within me that made me realize that this goes against my moral character. This is not what I stand for. This is not the institution that I want to use my nursing career for. And therefore, I need to remove myself. There are many, many situations where I just don't feel right, and this doesn't feel like somewhere that I should be. This is integrity, and I'm not going to stand for this, and so I need to go elsewhere. And this kept becoming such an issue that I have just seen in my 30 years of working in healthcare, the change that has occurred for so long of being in it, that it's really not what I imagined nursing to be. It's changed so much, and I have found that each job was not exactly what I was looking for, and that's really what basically sparked me to start my own business and have things the way that I want them to be, because now I can sit down with my clients and have one-on-ones with people, and maybe I take a little bit longer in educating them, and maybe that's not efficient with time, but that's more meaningful to have that conversation with somebody and make an impact on one person's life, and it gives meaning to my life too. And it's not about the money. The money will come. It's about how we can impact one another, how we can change one another, how we can find within ourselves what are our own characteristics that we know about ourselves, that we do best, that we can highlight within ourselves, that we could present and give to the world. And so integrity is such a big part of that, because it's showing up when you're tired and you don't feel like doing it. It's honoring your word and saying that you'll still be there. You make a promise to meet up with somebody, to go somewhere, or to do something. You don't just back out, because they're counting on you. And you do that enough times and people aren't going to count on you anymore. You can't waver. If it's something that you're unsure of, be upfront and say that you are unsure, that you can commit to that. That's more powerful than saying yes and then just not showing up. You need to say, with being very communicative in the beginning, set the boundaries of, well, I'm pretty busy and I don't know for sure if I can make it, but I'm going to do my best, because that's setting the stage for, hopefully not disappointing the person, but letting them know that you're already kind of committed. But if you commit, you need to make sure that you follow through, because it really only takes a few times for someone to realize that you're kind of a flake and that you don't honor your own word and you can't depend on you, and so you're disregarded. It's when you have integrity, it's not only following through to others with friendships, with career, your business, but it's really has to do with yourself. When you go to the gym or you say you're going to do something, it's all those little things. Don't say you're going to do it and then don't do it. Honor your word, stick to your guns, have the strength to stand up for what you believe in, and don't waver, don't change. If you feel uncomfortable about something, then you need to remove yourself. No matter what the cost is, do not let your beliefs change because of others around you. And people may flash money in front of you. It may be tempting, because money is very tempting, but it's not worth it. So that's just my little topic about integrity for today. I hope you liked it.